Hey everybody, my name is Angie Murenga. You're watching Just Angie, and it's another Mwenyenchi Monday. And today I want to talk from Luke 9:25 in the Amplified Version. It says, "What does it profit a man if he gains the whole world?" And I love what it says: wealth, fame, and success, and loses or forfeits himself. Let me say that again. Luke 9:25 in the Amplified Version. What does it profit a man or woman if he gains the whole world, wealth, fame, and success, and loses or forfeits himself? And today I wanted to ask 3 questions that I need you to ask yourself. Are you losing yourself, number 1? Are you losing your family? And are you losing your generations? By gaining the whole world, going after wealth, fame, and success, but you've lost yourself, because the Bible says losing or forfeiting yourself. So are you losing yourself? Are you losing your family? Are you losing your generations? And because we had a conversation around redefining success, which will keep coming up, I think in a lot of conversations that we have this year, it was our Unstuck annual conference theme, redefining success. I felt that if you answer these questions and you feel like that you're losing yourself, you're losing your family, you're losing your generations, then what we discussed at the Unstuck conference is that we need to recalibrate, redefine, realign, reevaluate. Yeah, you need to recalibrate. You know, I love recalibration. It's just sending the setting, it's making an adjustment. Then we've got to redefine, which we'll have a lot of conversation about that. We've got to redefine what success looks like. Then we've got to realign ourselves to, especially if we're Christians, to what God has desired for us, and then reevaluate. You know, if you come to a place of evaluation, you evaluate, am I losing myself? Am I losing my family? Am I losing my generations at the expense of wealth, fame, and success, which the Bible says you may gain all that, but you've lost yourself. I love that. You may gain wealth, gain fame, gain success, but you've lost yourself. And you've got to be truthful about yourself. And then it just got me thinking, and I wrote some things here, some things that are affecting our society that we need to redefine. And one of them was that when we become wealthy, when we come from the rural areas, we migrate and we get success. And I don't want to say God bless our success, because some of it is not his success, but we are successful. One of the things that we do, which I found really sad, is that when we become wealthy, we don't even listen to our parents and we don't honor them. So there's this cycle that says the person with the most money gets to speak. And if you have more money than your parents, then your parents are not allowed to speak. And actually, that's a Kenyan thing, I think, more than it is from other nations. Because when you observe other nations, that never happens. They respect and honor, not based on what you have, but based on who you are and the authority that you hold in a society. So people listen, and I would even say in African traditional culture, we'd listen to people of authority, pastors, priests, parents, you know, older brothers, older sisters, not because of what they have, but that's happening in society. And I want you to, it could even be you who I'm talking to out there, you need to redefine that. Does it mean because I have money or because I came and I made a success of myself, now that I don't listen to anyone, I cannot submit to any authority, no one can tell me anything because my money is supposed to define me and my money is supposed to advise everything that I do? And it's really, really wrong, because even those parents, they raised you, they gave you an opportunity, they took you to school, they immunized you, they did things, they fed you. So just because now you have made money or you are wealthy and more wealthier than them, does not mean that now you don't listen to their authority. And I kept feeling that money has been also positioned above self-respect. And I wrote there sponsors. You see, when somebody's getting a sponsor, you've lost self-respect for yourself. You go out with a man probably who is older than you, or a woman who is older than you. You're not flowing in the normal ways that things flow because you want to cut a shortcut. But because also having money is, it's a do or die. It's by any means necessary. Any means necessary, I'm going to make this money. Not waiting for process. I mean, I remember when I was sitting at Unstuck and I was observing the panel members, and some of them were saying, like, just 10 years ago, they were in campus, 10 years ago, if we looked at the way the world looks at things, or Kenya looks at things, they didn't have much. They had their education, and that's all they had. But now they are successful. they're driving, they have homes, they've got good jobs. So all that needed was time. It needed process and time. So we've brought money above self-respect. We've also not only brought money above self-respect, we've said, I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to go through due process. I need this money and I need it now. And that's something that's so sad, because you've got to go through the process of gaining your own wealth, the process of gaining your own experiences, the processes of winning and losing, the processes of failure and success. They are so important in life. And then I said here, shortcuts to success versus enduring and embracing the process, because there's a process. And I was looking at those people and saying 10 years ago, even if you had told them, people would not have believed the life that they live now, because all of us, maybe we don't have that thing of, hey, am I going to really make it, or you can't see the success that is coming your way. But they just went through the process and they did the right thing. They are Christians. They are living life well. They're living life according to God's principles, and it has come. So just wait. Stop trying to rush, And another one I wrote here in terms of things that we need to redefine is the approval of man versus the approval of God. They say when I watch different things and like videos and stuff on people who are really deep into sin, really bad sin, like I think I watched somebody who was into pornography, but this lady was even saying she had been brought up a Christian. So when she was, even every time she'd get into her pornography things, she knew that something was wrong, but she would never look herself in a mirror. And I'd seen that. I've seen people who are in addiction, they can't look themselves in the mirror. People who are violent and they've been violent to other people. Because of this bondage, there's an inner knowing in yourself that this is wrong, that you can't even face yourself in the mirror, You can't even look at yourself anymore, because you're like, hey, me, I don't know what I've become, but I've become something else. And it got me thinking about requiring God's approval instead of man's approval. So we'll do anything by any means necessary, crush everyone, whoever I need to oppose. I mean, it shocks me that people even kill people because of corruption. Are you crazy? How do you cut short a whole life, a whole destiny? You've cut off that person's children, you've cut off things that God wanted to bless them with. And I'm always amazed that you don't think that is going to catch up with you. It's going to catch up with you as well. You're not going to live forever. Even if you live until 150, 200, you're also going to die. So it's so sad to feel like you're in control. You're in control of somebody else's life. I can take their life. I can kill that person. And instead of allowing their life to take the God-ordained plan for their lives, Anyway, it doesn't matter. God will also catch up with you. We have to get to the place now where even Elijah was saying, if I be a man of God, die by fire. Because you can't do that to people. And stop seeking the approval of man and seek the approval of God. And look at yourself. And I like those questions that were being asked. Ask yourself, whatever I'm gaining, am I losing myself? Am I losing my family? Am I losing my generations? Because there's an impact, the impact of your choices on generations. It's real. Very, very real. So on this Governance Monday, I just want us to think through that and ask yourself, you're gaining wealth, gaining fame, gaining success, but are you losing or forfeiting yourself? And let's redefine. Let's go back to the traditions of this society and who we were. And you cannot have money and lord it over people, including people who gave you life, And then no shortcuts to success. Wait for the process. Buy your own shoes, buy your own clothes, buy your own handbags, pay your own rent. And then do not seek the approval of man versus the approval of God. God bless.